Hey guys, it's Mo again, and I'm back here with another fragrance review. So today we're going to be reviewing a fragrance that is actually supposed to be a clone of one of my favorite fragrances of all time, and that fragrance is Tuscan Leather. And the clone which I'll be reviewing today is by the house of Nabeel. It's called Arab Traditions. Very nice bottle, it's very simple. It's a snap-on cap. Again, round, circular, well, not circular, but it's have a little oval-shaped bottle. Has Arab Traditions written on it with some Arabic numerals. It's a nice bottle. So, before we start the review, I want to talk about Tuscan Leather just a little bit. So, I have a little decant that I'm almost done with. Tuscan Leather definitely is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I love the way it smells. To me, it comes off as like an alpha male fragrance. You know, it's for the guy that really knows what he wants, when he wants it, and he gets what he wants. Like, this thing is like, listen, if you wear Tuscan Leather, you're going to feel like the man. Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford is just a masterpiece. Every time I smell it, it reminds me of Middle Eastern royalty. It's like something that a Saudi Arabian prince would wear, you know, it's just absolutely gorgeous. But the price point, you know, $250, $200, I don't think I want to pay that much for Tuscan Leather when Arab Traditions smells 90% similar. So, again, the top notes, mid notes, and the base notes, actually the whole note breakdown is the same exact as Tuscan Leather. The raspberry and leather are the two main notes that I get that come off my skin. The initial spray, take a look at that sprayer. I don't know if you can see it. It's a nice sprayer. Oh, gorgeous. Raspberry, that top note of raspberry mixed in with the saffron, and when it dries down you get a nice leathery base. Absolutely gorgeous. So the thing is, why I say it's 90-95% almost like Tuscan Leather is Tuscan Leather comes out super aggressive and loud on my skin, so I never go more than like 3 or 4 sprays because it is loud, it's aggressive, and it projects really well. Tuscan Leather, I get massive projection. Like, people know I'm wearing it. As soon as I walk in the room, they can smell me. So, and the longevity, I get more than 12 hours on my skin. Like, I could smell it literally like for 12 hours later, and I can smell it the next day on my clothes. This one, it doesn't project as good. You still get decent projection with it. Not a monster on the projection scale, but the longevity is pretty decent. I'm getting like a whole day's worth, 8 hours on my skin. You know, more than 8 hours on clothes, even though I don't spray it on clothes, but sometimes it gets on my clothes, I can still smell it. You know, about a good feet of projection the first 2 hours, then it dries down to a nice skin scent. But still, not as loud and aggressive as Tuscan Leather, so I'll call this, like, you could rename this Tuscan Leather like Eau Fraiche, or Tuscan Leather Light, or Tuscan Leather Sport. It's just a lighter version of Tuscan Leather. You know, you don't get the same loudness, that aggressiveness, but you still get the same raspberry, you still get the same leather, you know, raspberry and leather. Absolutely amazing. So, I kind of choose this over Tuscan Leather just because it's a little bit more versatile. Because it's not as loud and aggressive, I can overspray this. I could go 6 sprays, you know, front of the neck, behind the neck, side of my neck, and the side of my shoulders. So, you know, Tuscan Leather, I'll say wear it only during like winter or cold fall nights, whereas this, you can wear this during the spring, and I'll probably wear this during summer nights because it's not as aggressive and loud. So the versatility on this one is a little bit more than Tuscan Leather, so I would actually prefer this. And, you know, I paid $25 for this, plus the $15 that I paid to get it shipped from Middle East, because I can't find this in New York City anywhere. So about $40 versus like $200+ for Tuscan Leather. You're getting the very similar like scent. Only difference is on my skin, Tuscan Leather, it dries, that raspberry note kind of vanishes after the 6-hour mark, and I get like pure like leather and suede. This one, the raspberry note is still present, and more so than the leather and the suede, I get a little bit of amber. The amber is definitely, you could smell it more on this one than on Tuscan Leather. Like Tuscan Leather, when it dries down, you just smell leather and suede. Whereas this one, you get a little bit of raspberry, and you get that nice amber note when it dries down after like 6 hours. So, end of the day, you know, when I have the money, I'll definitely buy Tuscan Leather, but until then, sorry about that, I'm actually right under like the trains, so the trains are moving right now. So I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I'll wait till the train leaves. Okay, never mind. Anyways, I'll just speak loudly. I will prefer this over Tuscan Leather for the price point, versatility, and you know, those are the only two. If you have the money, go for Tuscan Leather, but if you just, you know, want something that smells just like Tuscan Leather without that loudness and aggressiveness, definitely worth the buy. Nabeel Arab Traditions, so worth it. Amazing, just beautiful fragrance, raspberry, leather. You know, for the price point, you can't beat it. So, highly recommended. Arab Traditions by Nabeel. So thanks guys for watching my review.